seems like some of the media are starting to criticize him. Of course, New York Times, they've been wanting Biden replaced. Other media people are kind of like still trying to cover for him. But it seems like they're not doing their usual, which is march in unison, only defend Biden, pretend like everything's fine. That's what they've been telling us for months. So do you think that this is going to lead more people to open their eyes? And do you think they're only doing this because of Joe Biden's poll numbers dropping?
Well, I think that this is what the establishment wants. I think we've seen Nancy Pelosi the other day going on the same Morning Joe and announcing, and that's a show that Joe Biden watches, and announcing that, well, it's going to be up to Joe. He has to decide, and he should decide soon. He's already said 10,000 times, I'm in. I'm not going anywhere. So he has decided. So the plan with the establishment, even though Pelosi wouldn't come out and say it, Chuck Schumer, all he says is, I'm with Joe. That's all he'll answer. I'm with Joe. I mean, the plan has been, I think, for quite some time. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think the plan has always been that Joe would never run again. If either he'd have to end his term in the middle, but definitely never run again for another term. And I think that when he was chosen as the nominee in 2020, to me, he wasn't chosen by the people. I mean, yes, the people voted. I'm not talking about the votes. He got the votes because he was the only candidate left. They had everybody drop out, if you recall, not because Joe was doing so great. It was just part of some grand plan that somebody, maybe Barack Obama, was in charge of. I don't know. And picking Kamala Harris as the vice president after she called him a racist, basically, on stage at a debate, and reportedly in a book, according to a book, Jill Biden was furious with the Kamala Harris. Joe Biden's going to pick Kamala Harris. You think he did that on his own? So to me, the plan has always been Kamala Harris would be the next president if the Democrats, win. If Joe didn't finish out his term, or if he did, and then would hand it over to her, and she'd be the nominee. And I think that's where they're hoping to be headed.